Excellency Mr. Kevin Shock, Singapore Ambassador to Thailand, Professor Widisan Tanchai, Secretary General, King Prachatipok Institute, Mr. Benedict Chong, Chief Executive, Temasek Foundation International, Associate Professor Wang Jin, Deputy Director, Nanyang Center for Public Administration, Nanyang Technological University, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I wish to welcome all of you to the closing ceremony of Temasek Foundation and Nanyang Technological University Public Administration Leaders Program for Senior Official from Thailand. My name is Mongskor Naknawa, Training Officer of College of Politics and Governance, King Prachatipok Institute. It is my pleasure and honor to be here as the Master of Ceremony today. King Prachatipok Institute, with collaboration from Nanyang Technological University and Temasek Foundations, organized the Executive Training Program for Public Sector Leaders for the Future at the Republic of Singapore. This program recognizes the significance of developing alumni networks who are executives and senior officials in both government organizations and local administrative organizations by giving alumni the opportunity to study, share knowledge, and increase skill by experiencing leadership, public policy, administration, good governance, and smart city from a Singaporean perspective. This program has operated since December 2018, and today is a closing ceremony of this program. Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to begin the closing ceremony, may I have the honor to invite His Excellency Mr. Kevin Shock, Singapore Ambassador to Thailand, to deliver your address on the ceremony. Please welcome.
Good afternoon. Professor Widisan Tanchai, Secretary General of the King Prachatipok Institute, Professor Oratai Popol, Deputy Secretary General of the King Prachatipok Institute, Mr. Benedict Chong, Chief Executive of Temasek Foundation International and also an old friend, Professor Wang Jie, Deputy Director, Nanyang Center for Public Administration, Nanyang Technological University, although to most Singaporeans we just call it NTU. Distinguished guests, friends from Singapore and friends from Thailand, Sawadee Kap. ขอโทษครับภาษาไทยของผมไม่ดีผมเรียนได้แต่ว่าจำไม่ได้ so ดังนั้นผมพูดภาษาอังกฤษผมจะพูดภาษาอังกฤษ Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. This is a quote from the American inventor Benjamin Franklin. I start with it because I think it characterizes the intent of what this collaboration between TFI, NTU, and the King Prachatipok Institute is about. The public administration program, which I think all of you have attended, is designed to present Singapore's development experience to senior Thai officials, such as yourselves. The goal is to illustrate our development experiences and our challenges and solutions in policy formulation and implementation. The idea, of course, is to learn through a sharing of these experiences. I know that Ben, Prof. Wang, and their respective teams have worked very, very hard to curate and design a program that I hope is very useful to you. In the span of 1 year, I understand that almost 100 or more than 100 of you, spread out over 4 groups, visited Singapore. Many participants are here with us today, and from speaking to some of you, I understand that you had a chance to hear firsthand from Singapore's policymakers about how we handled issues like housing, healthcare, housing, education, transport, and urban management. I also understand that many of you found your visit to be useful, at least insofar as giving you fresh perspectives of how policy issues are dealt with. Many of you were too diplomatic to tell me, but I think that you also enjoyed the shopping and the eating. Right? I think one of the common criticisms of our programs is that they tend to be a little bit too packed, and you weren't given enough free time. Ben and TFI, I think, will take that into account. I say this only half in jest because I think that it was never meant to be a passive learning journey. Yeah? And in some ways, eating and shopping are very active learning pursuits. But this was all about your learning actively and by asking questions and sharing your unique insights and experiences. No one has a monopoly on wisdom, least of all us. And while some of the challenges that we face are clearly similar, the solutions are always tailored to our individual circumstances. To see and understand how different solutions are applied in different circumstances helps us all grow as policymakers and implementers. We being Singapore, have always viewed these courses as a two-way learning street. You enrich us as we hope we enrich you. I know that there was focus on areas where Singapore did well. For example, sessions on waste management, wastewater management, urban planning, and the provision of public housing. Most of us are proud of our achievements in these areas, but I hope that you were also able to learn from the mistakes that we made. Certainly we did not get everything right. Certainly there were many instances of trial and error, miscalculations as well on our part. But we also had the pragmatism to try to adjust and to try different things if necessary. And I think that this pragmatism is one of the factors which has helped us. One aspect of the program that I find great is the idea to have each participant mentor at least 3 other colleagues. I think this is a wonderful way to share learning points and to share experiences. Hopefully, your colleagues will find these learning points useful to them as they get to go about their own work. And I think that it amplifies the benefits of the program and starts off a rather virtuous cycle of learning and sharing. Let me end by thanking the King Prajathipok Institute, TFI, and NTU for inviting me to celebrate this happy occasion. It's always fantastic to see good friends and good partners work together and to see cooperation that nets in a positive result. It is also an extra special occasion for me in a way because this is actually my first public engagement since being granted approval by His Majesty the King to officially start my duties as Singapore Ambassador. I've been here 7 weeks. This is literally my 7th week. But most importantly, allow me to thank all of our Thai friends for enriching us with your participation, your contributions, and your experiences. It is pretty clear that none of these courses would have succeeded without you. All of us from Singapore wish you well as you continue with your careers. We will, as our new friends and our new alumni, we will always be rooting for you, and we hope that you will continue to stay in touch with us. With that, thank you very much, and congratulations.
Excellency, thank you very much for a meaningful speech. And next, I would like to invite Professor Wittisan Tanchai, Secretary General of King Prajathipok Institute, to deliver his speech. Please welcome Professor Wittisan.
Your Excellency, Mr. Kevin Shuk, Singapore Ambassador to Thailand, Mr. Benedict Chong, Chief Executive, Temasek Foundation International, Associate Professor Wang Che, Deputy Director, Nanyang Center for Public Administration, participant of Public Administration Leader Programs for Senior Government Officers, and honored guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am immensely pleased and proud to stand with you here today to mark the completion of this groundbreaking program organized by Nanyang Technological University with the generous support from the Temasek Foundation International. King Prajathipok Institute has been very exciting and pleased to cooperate with the leading global university like the prestigious Nanyang Technological University NTU to present a program addressing international perspective on public administration practice, aimed to helping leaders keep pace with today's complex and rapidly evolving public service environment. For myself, I have a few chance to attend the class. And I learned many things, even a short one. But at least I can be alumni of NTU now. I asked our lecturer about many Thai people visit Singapore and do a lot of workshop and training. And on the way back, they also say that we cannot do that because Singapore is 5 million country, but Thailand is 65 or 70 million countries. I said that it should be explanation or excuse. Normally it's excuse. But when I asked the professor this question, he mentioned that you don't think Singapore as a country. You just think Singapore as a city. So in that sense, I bring that idea to talk with many city mayors now to change or to develop their city by using the practice and lesson learned from this course in Singapore. You don't talk about the country, but you talk about the city. So I hope that this program will be very fruitful, especially for city development in Thailand. So I would like to, in that sense, I would like to express our sincere thanks and deep appreciation to the NTU lecturers and resource person for preparing a highly informative, interesting, tough, and useful program. Why I say tough? Because they say that it's no free time. And I also thank the course participants for their actively in learning the lesson from Singapore's success and bringing this learning and experience home in the way that will be benefit to our country. Based on a strong positive remarks, I have heard that from everyone involved in this worldwide program. I'm happy to say, and without hesitation, that I consider this first collaboration effort a success. Thank you for all helping make it so. I'm very much hope that the foundation that you have helped to lay will be the basis of further collaboration. So I expect the next year collaboration with the Temasek Foundation International. It's a Singapore way. On that happy note, it is with a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that I'm very pleased to learn that the third and fourth study groups under Public Administration Leaders Program for Senior Government Office through the collaboration between NTU and KPI successfully complete. Give my congratulations to all of you and thank you very much for all of you who involved in this program and make this program a success. Thank you very much.
And before going to next session, I would like to introduce you more about Temasek Foundation. This video will present the foundation missions and works, also expressions from participants who join the various programs which supported by the foundations. And please enjoy.
My name is Sansip. I come from Cambodia. My name is Dr. Tengin, Director from Myanmar Trade Promotion Organization and Myanmar Ministry of Commerce.
I'm a Director of General Division of the Department of Planning and Cooperation.
My main responsibility is to provide quality service to the nation.
My job is actually providing analysis to the President.
My job is to make a partnership between public and private partners.
I'm helping the university to realize its international strategies.
We want to adopt best practices of tourism in Rajasthan, especially in Pink City, Jaipur. We want to have the foolproof public transport system.
I'm a nurse from the Affiliate Hospital of Hebei University. Through this exchange program organized by Temasek Foundation International, we have gained a lot of advanced concepts and techniques, and I have decided to put what I have learned and used at our new hospital, allowing for a more holistic approach towards healthcare.
For international collaboration, I would say that we learn from each other a lot.
We learn from here so that we can replicate these learnings to our country also.
It also gives us the platform to share our expertise.
Everyone is interconnected. We cannot act in separate silos.
We believe it is very similar.
No single country can do alone by themselves. It's clearly evident. But if they come together, they can help each other for the growth and development.
We must try to generate a strong first.
Temasek Foundation International has given us this learning platform, and it's a learning exchange program. We are able to exchange information, experiences with each other, and that brings out the best in everyone's performances.
In Mongolia, we say there is no enemies, only undiscovered friends. So that's why we really had fun interacting with other communities, knowing each other's cultural differences, understanding each other. That ultimately will make this world smaller.
And next, may I invite Mr. Benedict Chong to give a speech from Temasek Foundation International. Welcome, sir.
คุณ Professor วุฒิสันตันชัย Secretary General King Praja Hip-Hop Institute, Excellency Mr. Kevin Cheok, and a good friend of mine. I met him since Cambodia, so a long time already. Singapore Ambassador to Thailand, Associate Professor Wang Jie, Deputy Director, Nanyang Center for Public Administration, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. Dear friends, participants, two questions, or one question and one comment. I hope the Thai subtitles is okay, because we work quite hard, to have Thai subtitles. I share with you one experience from my colleague. She was writing, we have a short annual report in Thai as well. And she was telling me, you cannot divide the words into another line, because Thai, once you divide, the meaning is different. So we had a lot of, we had to study every letter ourselves, and with some help from our students in our program, Thai students. So I hope that's okay. The second comment I want to make is actually, I show video because then I don't have to give long speech, so my speech will not be long, okay? Just want to say a bit about Temasek Foundation from the video also. Many of you will know the name of Temasek. It is an investment company headquartered in Singapore. In May 2007, Temasek, because it made profit from Asia, decided that it must contribute back to Asia. And we didn't want to give to charity, so we decided to set up the Temasek Foundation to contribute to capacity building, institution building, and international exchange. Our programs, as you can see from the video, focus on healthcare, education, urban management, public administration, and disaster response. We have over so many programs, and so you can see so many countries, 22 to 24 countries. Why do we do this? There is an important reason. We believe that as neighbors and friends, we must share and exchange ideas. We must work together. We must learn from each other. And together, we can build a more connected, more stable Asia and prosper together. So that is our reason. That is the only reason why the Temasek Foundation International, that's why we support such programs. But our work is actually a small part. The biggest amount of work, the largest amount of work is done by our host partner, King Prajapati Youth Institute, KPI, and NTU from Singapore. You have done the hard work, and we are very grateful to you for all the dedication, for all the commitment to the program. Because as a foundation, we are not content experts. We just play matchmaker. We are matchmaker. We bring host community and content partner together. But we are not traditional matchmaker. A traditional matchmaker, I think you all know, I don't know whether the practice still continues in Thailand, but you go to ancient China, traditional matchmaker, they bring the mother of the boy and the mother of the girl, and they bring together. And when the matchmake, it results in a marriage, the matchmaker actually gets paid money. Correct? The matchmaker gets paid the money. But Temasek Foundation, we pay money. So different, huh? We are not the same like a traditional matchmaker. But that is our role. We bring together institutions. We bring together leaders to learn together, to network, and most important, to make friends. We hope this program has helped you and will help continue to provide you a platform to gain new insights, initiate new ideas, create new networks, to contribute to your institution and to your community. Now, I must respond to Professor Wutisan's comment about a possible new program. The answer is, we can consider. Yes, definitely. Oh, you want to say yes? To me, the success of the program lies with all of you. If you bring this new learning from the program to your colleagues and to your institutions, we get a good report from you, I will take that report to my board and ask for more money for a new program. Okay, Ken? Kat? Thank you. So I want to thank all program participants for taking part. I want to thank Kun Professor Wutisan for your leadership. Sir, you're here today. It shows how important this program is, and it will send a signal to our colleagues to continue the learning. Thank you to Nanyang Center for Public Administration for your hard work. I think this is our first collaboration in Nanyang in Thailand on this program. We have done this program in other countries, but this time this is the first in Thailand, but it will not be the last. So we can do more together. Meanwhile, in true Asian fashion, I wish you good health, success in your work and in your families, and continue learning. Kokumaka. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And lastly, for Nanyang Technological University, may I invite Associate Professor Wang Jin to give a closing speech. Please welcome.
His Excellency Mr. Kevin Chong, Singapore Ambassador to Thailand, Professor Wutisan Tanchai, Secretary General, King Prajapati Institute, Mr. Benedict Chong, Chief Executive, Temasek Foundation International, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to be joining you at the closing ceremony of Temasek Foundation, Nanyang Technological University, King Prajapati Institute, Public Administration Leaders Program for Senior Government Officials from Thailand. ACPA, Nanyang Center for Public Administration, started training for government officials from China in 1992. And we have more than 15,000 middle and senior officials from China who have taken part in our executive development programs. We have also been working closely with the governments in ASEAN over the last few years. Today, NCPA has trained more than 1,000 participants from Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, the Philippines, Malaysia, Myanmar, Ukraine, and the United States. This intensive program was designed especially for Thailand civil servants. It aims to introduce new concepts and applications in the area of public administration and governance based on the Singapore experience. It also seeks to equip senior officials with the knowledge and skills to manage change and development. We are very pleased and honored to have the opportunity of working with KPI Thailand. NTU is extremely privileged and honored to have high-level experts and academics with deep administrative experience to conduct the training program. We hope that the Singapore experience can be contextualized to your unique environment and be translated to new solutions, which can fit your country's reality and therefore contribute to the social and economic development of your country in the long run. We are truly appreciative of this mutually beneficial learning platform. I'm confident that with such cooperation and exchange, our people-to-people ties will be strengthened. I look forward to us growing together. On behalf of NTU and NCPA, please accept our heartiest congratulations on the successful completion of the program. I would also like to thank Temasek Foundation and KPI Thailand for your firm support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This program is separated into 4 classes. And for myself, I joined the second class, and from my experience, it was really helpful. And also, we all were very happy when we was there. I think our participants may miss the old time, and we will look it back again by presentation video. Please enjoy.
Well, I think since King Prajatpur Institute is a training institute, and we do a lot of training, especially for the governance and focusing on the public sector and politicians, both nationally and locally. So I think the program that we train and to continue with this program with the NTU is very benefit to extend that knowledge and implication that how Singapore go at the world class within a short period of time, especially for some key elements, for example, like the education system, city planning system, or manpower or HR aim for the people of Singapore. I think this kind of training is a kind of to extend their knowledge.
Very useful information about many innovation, especially on how you develop the housing program, how you develop the transportation system, and this is very useful information for Thailand and for many countries that we are in the process of developing the country. They give us a lot of insight information about how to overcome so many problems that Singapore faced in the past.
During these 2 weeks, it's very excellent 2 weeks. For the government agency, there are so many government agencies. Every country has many. But Singapore country call it WOG, the whole of government collaboration. It's a good idea for that we can apply this for work with the other agencies. I think this is I told my colleague that this is the whole of government collaboration. It's very important to work with many government agencies. And the people get the experience from the excellent action of Singapore.
express my profound appreciation to Temasek Foundation International that provide us with a valuable opportunity to participate in this worthwhile program. Recommend our government officials, if they have the opportunity, should participate in the program like this. And as a part of KPI King Prachapok Institute, I was very proud of our leaders at KPI that decided to collaborate with NTU and Temasek Foundation International, so to make it very worthwhile.
I hope that when they go back, they can be applying to some extent to their work. So in this occasion, I would like to thank NTU also and also with the Temasek Foundation to provide that good opportunity for the alumni of the KPI. Because of the first year, we can recruit more proper trainees to the next year program, and KPI will fully support on that, and we expect also to support from the Temasek and NTU.
Thanks for the video. Yes, it was. It's really a beautiful moment that we have shared together. And next, I would like to invite Professor Wuttisan to give a token of appreciation to Singapore Embassy, Temasek Foundation, and NTU as a symbol of this meaningful collaboration between us. Please welcome Professor Wuttisan. And may I invite His Excellency Mr. Kevin Shaw. Please welcome. Thank you very much. And Mr. Benedict Chong, please. Also gift from Temasek. Thank you. And Associate Professor Wang Jie. Please welcome. Thank you very much. May I invite all of you to the stage again to taking a group photo. Please welcome. Okay, thank you very much. And may I ask Professor Wuttisan and Mr. Benedict remain on the stage for a second. We are now continue our ceremony to the next agenda by presenting a certificate. Presentation to participants. Thank you. And participants from Group T, please stand the line on your left. And Group 4, please prepare and continue the line, please. Yes, let's prepare first. Okay. Okay, I think we are ready. I would like to start from Group 3, executive from local government. Please, the first one, Dr. Paibun Posuwan. Great picture, right? Yes. Second, Mr. เกิดพงษ์ทวีศักดิ์สมบูรณ์ Mr. จารุวัฒน์บุญเพิ่ม Mr. ดำรงนพรัตน์ Mr. มิสเตอร์ธนงศักดิ์ทวีทองมิสเตอร์ทรงชัยวงศ์วัชรดำรงมิสเตอร์ทรงศักดิ์โชตินิติวัฒน์มิสเตอร์ธรรมศักดิ์ฤทธิ์แดงมิสเตอร์นาวินเจริญพรมิสเตอร์นิกรทองมามิสเตอร์นิรันดร์ด่านไพบูลย์มิสเนชนกพาคำมิสเตอร์บุญมีกล่อมใจมิสเตอร์บุญยอดมาคล้ายมิสเตอร์ประดิษฐ์นาคพันธ์มิสเตอร์ประภัสผู้เจริญมิสเตอร์ปัญญาสีทองสุขมิสปานิสราเรืองสุขศรีวงศ์มิสเตอร์พจน์ธนสนธนิกุลมิสเตอร์รังสรรค์นันทกาวงศ์มิสเตอร์วินัยศรีปริยรัตน์มิสสมใจสุวรรณสุพนา and Mr. อภิชาติกิติศักดิ์นาวินand you start group 4 Mr. ไกรวิทย์เงาสุขมิสชนิดาอาคมวัฒนะมิสซิสขันทองวัฒนประดิษฐ์มิสเตอร์ชัยยาเรืองดีมิสเตอร์ชัยรพีเลี้ยงบุญเลิศชัยAssistant Professor Dr. Kevin เพนคำเนามิสนันทกามารักุลมิสปรารถนาทองรัก ดร.ปีติเทพอยู่ยืนยงมิสเตอร์พรมงคลชิดชอบPolice กัปตันพรหมเนตรกาจันมิสพัสราพอจิตมิสพัทราสุวรรณเดชมิสเตอร์ยศสุคนธมานมิสรอยพิมพ์ธีรวงศ์มิสเตอร์วรดุลจันยามั่นPolice Lieutenant Colonel ดร.วัชรพงศ์พานิชดำรงมิสซิสศรีสุรางค์มาศสิริกุลมิสสศิการสุวรรณประทีปมิสเตอร์ศักดาภารามิสซิสศิริลักษณ์ศรีวีระนุรัตน์มิสเตอร์สายสิทธิ์เจตสิทธิ์ทัศน์มิสเตอร์สุกเกษมพาพินิจand Mrs. หทัยรัตน์ปุญโยปัตถัมภ์ Okay, thank you very much. We will proceed with the group photo. We would like to ask you to stay on the stage just a moment for taking a group photo again. May I invite His Excellency Mr. Kevin Shop, Associate Professor Wang Zhi, and KPI Executive to the stage for taking a group photo with us. And okay, group T, please prepare for group photos.